Hello one and all, this is Mr. ZTF and this is Let's Play Civilization 5. Now, I put out a request on my Facebook page, seeing if anybody had any requests for a Civ for me to play as on this. And a couple people did PM me some good ideas, but ultimately I went with Stannis Baratheon. That's it. That being said, the immediate conclusion to draw there is that I play with mods on. Only way to play most of these games nowadays. But, yes, mods that add a whole bunch of different civs from a whole bunch of different fictional genres, and we'll see those in due time. That being said, I know I did kind of just cut straight to being on the map here.
เราพ่อของรามคำแหง
Ding
กษัตริย์แห่งสยาม
of Siam.
นับเป็นเกียรติอย่างยิ่งที่ท่านเดินมาที่ประเทศสยาม
I
ของ
don't
เรา
like him. And more, I don't like that he's
เจ้า
right
บ
on
อก
me.
ว่า
That's gonna be a problem. Especially later on in the game when he gets access to elephants. Elephants, which are stronger than any vanilla civs, unit from the same era. On that very topic, I actually keep my era frozen at the late medieval / early Renaissance era. Because, honestly, everything about the modern era just leaves really bitter taste in my mouth. But, yeah. Now you may notice I've just made a new friend there with Pyambania. I know I'm obviously not pronouncing that right, and I'm sure that some of you will be in the comments telling me, dude, you're so stupid, it's actually pronounced like this. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, huh? I don't know. But yeah, obviously one of my first goals at this early stage is just to explore the map. I want to find out how many people are near me, who specifically I have to deal with, and how much of a rush I should put on dealing with them. Because this is a random map type, I felt it would be less entertaining if I just went with one of the saved map types that I have that I know. Now I did promise that I would, not really promise, more like strongly inclined towards playing on deity difficulty. But before I started this Let's Play, I did a few playthroughs on deity difficulty, and I noticed that by roughly turn 200, city strength was at the point where even the computer couldn't conquer any more cities, basically rendering the game completely unwinnable. At best you could lose, stalemate. Worst you could lose, obviously. Now, I'm trying to play this the way that the fictional character, as part of the A Song of Ice and Fire universe, Stannis Baratheon, would try to command his empire. Obviously, I'm not going to succeed at that perfectly, but there are certain things that I am trying to emphasize. An example, the honor branch. Because, in lore, Stannis was one of the most famed military commanders in the entire Kingdom of Westeros. So, that would mean, naturally, his people are better trained, i.e. the great general and extra experience that I'm going for soon, and the discipline promotions. After that, I really have no use for honor. It'll probably be a little bit of tradition, a little bit of liberty, And then I'm probably just gonna cram straight into mercantilism. Because... Also, considering Stannis' character as an unforgiving, brutal bastard. Once somebody declares war on me, I intend to at least take bites out of their respective kingdom before I even think of accepting peace. Which means unhappiness is going to be a major penalty, which means the very last unlocked thing from mercantilism, which grants +2 happiness for each instance of a luxury resource.
أنا السلطان ديال مراكش أحمد المنصور باسم الشعب ديالي كنرحب بكم.
Oh joy! It's the Moors. Great. Okay. Now usually they're actually pretty decent. It's Siam that I just can't trust. That would be stupid to trust them.
جيت وأنا
Now these early turns decide the whole flow of the future game. Case in point. Now, I'm not just demanding tribute from that city-state. That is what it'll look like, but honestly, again, consider who I'm playing as and who I'm trying to emulate with my play style.
تحياتي.
What I'm probably going to do is, yes,
كمل.
demand tribute from them to help fund my own empire's
ยินดีต้อน
expansion.
รับ
But at the
เจ้า
same time,
บอก
if
ว่า
anybody looks at them funny, fuck their shit up. Establishing a true liege lord vassal state relationship. I already got my great general. Just have him chill over there. That way, if anybody decides to screw with me this early, he's right there. Not doing the best over there. Oh. Oh, great. It's Theoden. In my multiple playthroughs of this game, I've actually come to hate Theoden almost as much as I hate Cyan. I'm not saying that just because he just happened to pop up, no. He's up there on my echelon of loathing. And it's not even because he's a threat to me, usually, which is saying something because of his civ bonus, which gives him extra horses. No, it's just because he's such a bitter old bastard. He is very quick to start denouncing, turning hostile, and once he gets there, he doesn't come away from it. And worst of all, there are his unique units, which, again, replace the knight. But, yeah. Correct. You want to periodically check the city-states that you're demanding tribute from, because I have yet to really dedicate any focus to memorizing how much time it takes for another tribute opportunity to present itself, but every little dose helps, and as turns elapse in the game, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. I got some iron right there. But I also have iron all the way over there, right by Siam. Now if I could actually get that iron before Siam, that would be great. The more I have, the less they have. Which means the less long swordsmen I have to worry about, and just those damn elephants. Now, obviously attacking that barbarian while he's on a hill and fortified may not seem like a smart decision, but it becomes inconsequential in the long term of things because my units can heal. Bandit units can't. Unless, of course, they pillage a resource, but do you see any such tiles within easy reach of them? Didn't think so. But yeah, this pass right here I can tell is going to make or break future defenses. At least, likely. The thing about it is, the AI is not so dumb as to insist on pushing through that little pass. Especially not on a map where there is clearly abundant sea access to my capital. But it doesn't hurt to be cautious. So what I'll probably wind up doing once I have archers is put an upside down pyramid of them in that pass. That way, at best, only one unit can attack either one of my two archers that will be there. And all three of them will be able to nail him with arrows the whole way. Yes, I did that. I don't like Theoden, but, again, keep in mind who I'm trying to character play as here. One of the things that I always found really awesome about Stannis was how just he tried to be. He was a strong believer in the philosophy that a good deed doesn't wash out the bad, nor a bad the good. Similarly, if he happens upon something that belongs to somebody else, he will go out of his way to give it back to them. Likewise, if they're holding on to something that was originally his, God help them. He will remember it. He'll pick at that bone until it snaps. Yeah. And there we go. Statue of Zeus. That's going to help a lot in the late game when battle becomes a matter of 16 strength pikemen and 25 strength privateers and 25... my bad. 20 strength frigates. Oh yes. Basically what Statue of Zeus does is it gives you in all units, ever, an automatic 15% attack bonus when attacking cities. So the 25 strength of that privateer... my bad. It just became 28. Well, minimum. Hmm. Doesn't seem to be many more neighbors to me. Which I am completely cool with. Obviously, since Siam took that iron there, I went ahead and... I went ahead and took the next best thing. You see, I placed my city there so that my borders automatically claim the spot that has that iron in it, and I put it in a square that is protected from all except one side by
جيت وأنا كل أمل
completely
باش نوصلوا شي
impassable
اتفاق.
terrain. So, worst case scenario, I lose everything else. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail to take my very last city from me. Actually, I had forgotten all about the prototype air types. Prototype airships. Ugh. What is with me today?
Yeah.
Temple of Artemis. Honestly, with all the unhappiness problems I'm going to be having late in the game, that is not a high priority wonder for me. Because population adds to unhappiness. And even with the social policies that reduce unhappiness from population, it's still not nearly enough. Like any warmonger out there, their biggest threat usually isn't even the enemy nations they're fighting. It's usually the unhappiness penalties. But yeah. I'm probably not going to have much further I can go in this direction. There's no point even trying to head over there by Siam because their borders will grow to either trap me or block me by the time I get there anyway. So this is all I can explore for now. That's just fantastic. Okay. Yeah. The thing with the granary is, yes, it helps contribute to unhappiness penalties because it allows your population of your different cities to exceed 6. But at the same time, hopefully, by the time that unhappiness actually gets to be a threat, I can have access to the happiness-boosting buildings to keep buying myself time, so that I can get towards something that really spikes happiness, like
جيت وأنا كل أمل باش نوصلوا شي اتفاق.
Yeah. Don't waste my time with all that other crap. I'm out. Just pay me. Yeah. That is exactly why I don't trust
تحياتي.
you. I turned my back on you for a few turns. And you're already plotting on me.
ยินดีต้อนรับ เจ้าบอกว่า
Ugh. Which means what I want to do is try to expand in such a way that I claim the unclaimed land around me, while still attempting to border choke Siam. They're the only threat on this map. Even Rohan's Rohirrim are nothing compared to Siam's war elephants. And Mia still can't give me money. Okay. Good to know. Uh-huh. Oh, that money will go nicely towards promoting my archers. That way none of them are wasted.
He who...
And now we're going to immediately set towards what I was talking about earlier, fortifying that pass. Yeah. Only reason I'm doing that this early in the game is for the airship prototype. Fuck you. See how that works, buddy? Honestly, I know I'm going to be at war with Siam sooner or later, and they're trying to claim sovereignty over a city-state that is on my side of the borders. No. Fuck them. I'm doing what I have to prepare for the inevitable struggle against them. And in exchange, they get some protection from me, so... no real concern of theirs, I'd say. Alright. Discipline time. No. See?
ยินดีต้อนรับ
No. Stay away from me. If they actually take that settler and they try to populate... yeah. This could be bad. Because if they put that settler where I'm thinking they're planning on putting that settler, that will actually choke my borders in such a way that I can't establish any trade routes with my own cities. Or at the very least, that city up there in the mountains will be cut off completely. That doesn't work for me. Obviously, that would be an instantaneous declaration of war. back. Heal. Worry about that in a sec. Let's just get everybody over here and about that expansion I talked about earlier. Let's get on that, shall we? There we go. Now, Siam appears to have fucked off with their settler. Frankly, I don't care where they go with it, just so long as they stay away from me. I was not relishing the notion of having to fight Siam this early in the game. It's still preferable to later in the game, but I am not prepared for war of any sort. This kind of meager army? No. If I committed the numbers I'd need to an assault, then it would leave me completely open to bandits on all sides.
مرحبا أيها العجمي، أنا هارون الرشيد خليفة العرب. هلم إلي وحدثني عن.
That being said, Rashid there, he's actually a pretty good bro. Typically, as long as you don't start too much shit, he'll be fine with you. This is, of course, dwarfed by his own expectations to be able to cause all the shit that he likes and have nobody talk shit on him back for it. But hopefully we'll never get to that bridge, let alone cross it. Any money? I got no money. Alright. What I'm thinking is I put that guy in such a way that I still have sea access, but the sea can only access that city by 1 square. That's an ideal setup so that if shit hits the fan and if it's going against you, at least you can't be easily overtaken. That being said, I'm going to cut this off in a few episodes, in a few seconds. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like this video, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And feel free to check out other content that I've done. This has been Mr. ZTF, and this has been the first episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Stannis the Manus with the Planus. Have a good day.